Let's go on to the next group. So the next group is entrepreneurship and innovation and some more supply chain and information management. And the first speaker is Dirk Libaers, an associate professor of entrepreneurship and innovation.
Good morning. Well, this slide is basically a snapshot of my research agenda. In my research, I seek to contribute to four distinct streams of the literature and entrepreneurship and innovation. I try to contribute to both the entrepreneurship literature and the innovation literature. So the first stream in the literature I'm looking at is academic entrepreneurship and university technology commercialization, or in other words, how do you effectively translate scientific discoveries into marketable products and services that are addressing real needs in the market? Right. Initially, I focused on academic scientists, which are tenured and tenure-track faculty, but lately I've been shifting my focus also to students, postdocs, PhD students, and even master's and undergraduate students. The next stream of the literature I'm focusing on is new product development activities in new ventures and small companies and in new business units of existing established companies. And I'm looking at the antecedents, the processes, and the outcomes of these new product development activities. A third stream of the literature I'm focusing on is a brand new one, actually, and we just started this research project in the Entrepreneurship and Innovation group on entrepreneurial learning. Basically, it asks the question, how do entrepreneurs learn about their competition, about customer needs, about how do they learn about developing a business model and a strategy to enter a new market. And then the last stream of the literature I'm looking at is somewhat eclectic in nature, and it focuses on topics like new venture internationalization, new venture survival, the impact of geographical clustering on new venture performance, and new venture survival. And let me delve a little bit deeper. So academic entrepreneurship, basically the US federal government spends about $40 billion in research expenditures at research universities in the United States, which is a big amount. $14 billion are devoted to applied academic research, which is academic research that has a lot of commercial potential, actually. So it's important to study academic entrepreneurship because stakeholders, they want to see a return on this huge investment, right? And I studied a number of topics in this literature stream. And I studied foreign-born academic scientists quite extensively and their contribution to the scientific enterprise here in the US. And I found that they are more productive in terms of publications, and they can be characterized more as entrepreneurial academics, people that are really good at getting grants to support their research activities, as opposed to academic entrepreneurs, people that actually get involved in commercializing their inventions. Another topic I focused on in this research stream was how the time allocation of academic scientists can affect technology commercialization outcomes and their research collaborative patterns, right? Academic scientists typically spend their time on research, teaching, and service, right? What we found is that time spent on research that is sponsored by federal grants or industry contracts significantly positively affects your involvement in technology commercialization. If you spend a lot of time on research that is not supported by any grants, that will significantly hurt your chances of being involved in technology commercialization. I also looked at the collaborations of academic scientists and how these collaborations affect technology commercialization outcomes. And I noticed that people that work with members of their own lab are less likely to be involved in technology commercialization. Those that work with industry are not always more likely to effectively commercialize technologies. So that's an interesting as an inverse U-shaped curve. I also studied the impact of local practices, of technology transfer practices and IP management and exploitation on academic patenting in a bunch of EU countries. Had some interesting findings there. My second stream that I'm looking at, stream of the literature, focuses on new product development activities and small and new ventures. I've studied the determinants of the performance of first products developed by new ventures in China, actually. And we found that technical resources are very important to develop a first highly differentiated product. Marketing resources are more important later on in the process. Let me move on in the interest of time. And then we have this new project in the Entrepreneurship and Innovation Group on entrepreneurial learning. How do entrepreneurs learn about their markets, about the solutions they are developing for their customers in their target markets? How they develop a value network, a supply chain, how they develop routines and processes within the company to run the company. And then the last strand is somewhat eclectic, as I mentioned before. It has a lot to do with internationalization of new ventures. That's a topic that is near to my heart. And I published a number of papers in that area as well. New venture survival, another very important topic I'm looking at, and university-industry relationships. And that concludes my presentation.
Thank you.